What's going on, guys? This is me, Sin. I'm slightly less dead than yesterday, but I'm still very dead because it takes until like 6 p.m. for me to have like the energy to talk for a video, so you can tell that I'm still kind of messed up. Anyways, I really wanted to cover all the new cards. I know I'm still kind of late, except for some of these cards that they have been announced like this morning or something, or yesterday night. By the way, there was something that I wanted to say before starting this video. I actually offer coaching now on learntcg.com alongside the best coaches you can find there. So Kamal, Hani, Chris LeBlanc. It's insane, so please check the website out. Link will always be in the description box below as always. I will be giving, more information on this soon enough. But for now, what you can know is that I offer private coaching, so you can reach out to me directly on the website. And we also have classrooms, so we all teach together for a bunch of students at the same time. It's definitely really interesting, so we cover technical gameplay as well as deck building, siding patterns, everything you need to know to have the edge at your next competition. Could be a regional, local, YCS, anything. Please check out the website. Again, link will be in the description box below, learntcg.com. And with that being said, let's get right into it. Alrighty, so the first cards are a bunch of kind of generic cards. The first one is Shiver Take, Light Thunder level 5. I don't like that. You can only use both effects once per turn if a monster or whose original type is Thunder is sent from your hand or field to the grave, except even during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. You go Thunder Dragon, discard, and then you summon this. If a Thunder monster's effect is activated in the hand while you control this monster, you can special summon one Shiver token. This is just Batteryman Solar at home. It's not even good. And also, without Colossus, there is no appeal in using the effect of a Thunder monster effect in your hand anymore. So this just doesn't do anything. It actually sucks. Anyways, now we've got Diza Blaster, the Matchless Turret, Light Machine, level 5 Pendulum. The skill effect is negate all cards and effect activated in this card's column. So now you're getting punished even more for placing cards in column 1 and 5. I mean, actually, your spells and traps should be in column 2, 4, and 3. So middle and then the extra monster zones. Except if you're trying to negate some pendulum cards, but this one, it's the exact opposite. So yeah, keep that into consideration, because if someone just activates this, it's kind of like a normal summon Denko Sekka. Like, you can't respond to this, your card is immediately going to be negated. It is kind of scary. By the way, also covers monsters, which also matters. Yeah, so now the only, like, safe zone is column number 3, but to be fair, unless you're like summoning a monster with like a continuous effect, it doesn't really matter too much. Like, if you can negate this as a monster effect, it's fine. Anyways, you can only, well, I mean, negate the activation, not negate the effect. That's a completely different story, because this negates the continuous effects of everything. Doesn't negate the monster being able to activate its effect. Anyways, you can only special summon with the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can special summon this card from your hand to a column with no cards. Okay, yeah, so it's pretty much a Cyber Dragon. I mean, that's pretty nice. Negate all cards and effect activated in this card's column. Yeah, never mind. You know what? I actually don't know how to read. Yeah, this negates stuff activate, like, in the same... Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, so in other words, if you got, like, a Vanity's Fiend and you place this in front, it's not going to be negating the Vanity's Fiend. Sorry, I was born stupid. But yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, cool. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place it in your pendulum zone. Honestly, nobody cares. The only thing that matters is that it's a level 5 light machine, so thank you, Konami. Somewhat Cyber Dragon support, kind of, but not really. It's hard once per turn, so if you draw multiples, you're screwed. Yeah, I've seen better, but I've also seen worse. That's what matters. Not really, kind of, but yeah. It's also Pendulum Scale of 5, which is really sus because it's level 5, so it's like if you have it, then you can't Pendulum Summon it. If it was like low scale, it would have been so nice. You play like this, an Archfiend Eccentric and Cyber Dragon, and then you can randomly Pendulum Summon, sometimes. Almost never. Anyways, now we've got DPA Jean D. Moore. Thinking. Anyways, Fire Cybers level 8, it's a tuner as well. Well, generic, you can only use both effects once per turn. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can special summon one level 4 Cybers monster from your grave in defense. But if its effects are negated, also you can't special summon for the rest of the turn except Cybers monsters. For me, this is really just mathematics support. You're trying to go into the final Sigma, and so it's fine. When your Cybers monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent during battle with your monster, you can banish this card from your grave and inflict an equal amount of damage to them. Cybers decks could already OTK very easily with the access code update jammer nonsense. So this just makes it even better sometimes, but again, it's not even gonna come up that often. And when's the last time you saw Mathmech Synchro Summon? Thank you. Alright, now we've got Ita, Naru, Phobos, Heretical Phobos, Kobos. I tried. Rank 4 Dark Illusion. 2 level 4 monsters, you can only use the first effect once per turn. You can target one effect monster upon controls, negate its effects. Then, if it battled this turn, Oh, you better believe you're never using this on your opponent's turn. You can take control of it until the end phase. This is a quick effect if this card has an illusion monsters material. That's the reason why I said that. Okay, so it's pretty much a rank 4 big guy. I mean, it's fine. If this card battles a monster, neither player can be destroyed by that battle. That's the typical illusion effect. This card's fine, but it's not like insane. Astral World Tree, Mist. All of these names make 0 sense. I swear to God. 3+ effect monsters, link 5 earth plants. You can only control one of this dude. Each time your opponent special summons a monster face up during the main phase, you can life point equal to its attack time has been called. What a coincidence. Once per turn, quick effect, you can pay life points in multiple of 1,000. Oh, well, never mind. Maximum 3k. This card gains an equal amount of attack. Okay, yeah, so use this on your turn. You pay 3k, and then on your opponent's turn again, and then it becomes 8k. And then your opponent goes Change of Heart, Steal, attack, and then you die. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, if you wanna kill yourself with style, play this card. Words taken out of context. Alright, now we've got the new Drytron cards. Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure I reviewed them. Yeah, I did, huh? Yeah, I did. Ah, I'm stupid. Wait, hold on. Did I? Yeah, I did. Anyways, yeah, whatever. They're good. Okay, yeah, now we've got the gimmick puppets. And this is where it gets very, very, very interesting. Alright, so first of all, let's disregard the picture. It doesn't affect me whatsoever. Don't at me. The first card is Gimmick Puppet Little Soldiers. So the thing is, this card has been teased apparently for like the longest time because it was on the artwork of Gimmick Puppet Grinder Golem. I never realized it, so that's kind of wild. Level 4 Dark Machine, they all have 0 attack or like 500 or less attack, so they're all machine duplication target, but it doesn't matter. You can only use the first effect once per turn. If this card is normal or specialed, you can send one Gimmick Puppet monster with a different level from your deck to the grave. This card's level becomes the send monsters. Okay, I mean, it's a foolish burial, which, you know what, it's actually really stupid. Hold on a second. Let me show you this, okay? Can you see this? Can you see? No, okay, you definitely can't. This is Gimmick Puppet Scissor Arms. Yes, I do have the whole Gimmick Puppet deck. But yeah, this is Gimmick Puppet Scissor Arms, and it literally foolishes a Gimmick Puppet monster from her deck to the graveyard on normal summon. So honestly, this is just like, you know what? We know for a fact that all of the old Gimmick Puppet cards that we created are dog shit. So we have to like make new cards with like strictly better effects because it's the only way that we can rejuvenate such a garbage archetype. It's sad to say it is what it is, but that's what it is. You know, the Gimmick Puppet cards are just so old, so shit. Like, you have to do something like this. But it's barely better than Scissor Arms. That's my issue. And then you can banish this card from your grave, then target up to 2 Gimmick Puppet monsters you control. It can increase their levels by 4 until the end of this turn. It also really doesn't matter that much. The majority of your Gimmick Puppet monsters are level 8 anyways. Unless you're playing like, you're going like normal Humpty Dumpty, summon this. It's the only way that I can think of. But if you're not doing that, or if you're going like machine dupe, target this, and then summon 2 level. Sure, but then, whatever. I mean, it doesn't even matter that much, so I really don't like this card that much. Again, it's barely better than Scissor Arms, and Scissor Arms was like really bad. So yeah, I would give this card like a solid 4 out of 10. It's fine, but it's not good enough. Next up, we've got Gimmick Puppet Bloody Doll level 8 Dark Machine. Okay, again, machine dupe target. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's image each once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck during the turn you activate either of this card's effect except Gimmick Puppet monsters. This card better be like completely insane if it has this restriction, because you have no idea how much it hurts to be locked under Gimmick Puppets only. These effects do not restrict your opponent whatsoever. You cannot make interruptions with Gimmick Puppets at all. The engine can't go first naturally unless you're trying to FTK, but it's unrealistic because your opponent has to control monsters. So like you would literally have to give monsters to your opponent so that you can destroy them and then burn your opponent. Again, I know the deck because it's one of my favorite decks of all time. So this is the reason why this is perfect for me. Thank you, Konami, by the way. Anyways, if this card is in your hand, you can reveal Gimmick Puppet. No. You can reveal 1 Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster, there you go, in your extra deck. Special summon both 1 Gimmick Puppet monster from your deck with a level equal to the revealed monster's rank in this card. That's Exorcister Martha for you. That's kind of crazy. You can Ash this, obviously, but you can't really do anything else. So that's kind of nasty. I'm a huge fan. This is like a 9 out of 10. The only drawback is that you can't summon like non-Gimmick Puppets, but then otherwise this card would be splashed in everything. It had to have that. If this card is sent to the grave except from the hand, you can add it to your hand. You can Foolish this, and then recycle it back. Ah, crap, it says the turn you activate either of this card's effect. If it was like, for the rest of the turn, it would have been so nice. I would have said like, you can play the Horse Engine and Gimmick Puppet, and then go Zombie Vampire, mill this, and then recycle it back, and then special summon, and then summon another monster from the deck. But no, you can't do that, so no loophole whatsoever. You gotta play like pure Gimmick Puppet if you want to abuse this card. Again, fantastic card. but being locked under Gimmick Puppet hurts so much. Like, it's one of the worst toolbox in the extra deck you have ever seen in your life. All the cards do the same thing. Destroy stuff. Unga bunga, you take damage, haha. Anyways, next up is Gimmick Puppet Cattle Scream. This is one of the ugliest things I've ever seen in my life. To be fair, they're all really ugly. I mean, this is nice. The design is cool. This is, I mean, it's scary, but it's nice. This is just like disgusting. Level 8, 2000 attack. Oh wow, for once it's not a machine dupe target. You can only use the first effect of this game each once per turn. I think Magnet Doll is also not a machine dupe target. Anyways, you can detach one Xyz material from your monster, special summon this card from your hand or grave, but banish him leaves the field. That doesn't matter, you're always going to be using it as Xyz material, so you're always going to get it back. A Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster that has this card as a material gains this effect. Once per turn, you can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to their field in defense position. Oh, that is a soft once per turn, and it's not necessarily the Gimmick Puppet monster that was Xyz summoned with this, just any Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster that has it underneath. So you can use this again and again and again, as long as you can keep ranking up. That is very interesting. That could lead to FTKs. I like it. I actually think this is really cool. It's not bad at all. Alright, so the next one is Gimmick Puppet Fantasix Machina. Fantasix stands for fan service and fantasy. So fan service comes from the anime. I don't know if you've watched it, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Quattro is the character that just, you know, gives us some fan service, I guess, by playing against Shark or something. I forgot, actually. It's been a while since I watched the anime. Yeah, this is literally Quattro. This is one of those monsters that is based on the player that played the deck in the anime. So that's really cool. I am a big fan of the, you know, design. I think we have the same thing for Shark. What's his name? Reginald Castle, I think. That at least in the the dubbed. And, Utopic Zexal, I think, is Yuma. I forgot. 1500 attack, 100 defense, 2 level 8 monsters. Once per turn, both effects. You can detach one material from this card, add one rank of magic spell from your deck to your hand. Also, during your main phase this turn, you can normal summon one machine monster in addition to your normal summoner set. Yeah, I mean, it searches a rank of magic and it's generic. You know for a fact that Zexal is not getting unbanned. It can't happen now. Like, absolutely not. It searches any rank of magic spell card. Okay, very interesting. And it doesn't lock you under anything. So, clearly, this is a good effect. Like, very obvious. It's pretty nice. Argent Chaos Force is the main rank of magic that you're trying to play in Gimmick Puppet. You can recycle it back as well itself, so you can rank up a lot in this deck. It's pretty cool. If you special summon a Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster, you can special summon this card from your grave to either field and defense. Konami. Then you can add one rank of magic spell from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so you can recycle it back again. Why does this monster that revives itself back to your opponent's field has 1500 attack? That's so true. It should have had more, because then when you destroyed it with Grinder Golem, you would have been able to deal so much. Hold on a second. Grinder Golem is full attack or half the attack? Yeah, exactly. It's original attack if you're destroying an Xyz monster. It doesn't even have to be like the Xyz monster that your opponent owns, as long as it's like on his field. That's just nuts. And it's up to twice per turn during your main phase 1. My god. Ugh! I'm so angry. This should have had 3k attack. It would have been so broken, because then the deck could have TK. The only way this deck can go first. Like, literally, it's a going second deck, but it doesn't naturally break boards going second because, yo, we barely have any monsters, and they kind of suck. You have, like, one layer of play, and that's it. Yeah. You go normal summon this, and then foolish this, and then recycle it back, and then special summon in hand. You get ashed. Okay, yeah, let's go to the next one. Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but it's fine. Not really, but yeah, this card's really good, so it's nice. Okay, so next up, we've got Xyz, Gimmick Puppet Fanatix Machina. This is... Wait. Is this also Quattro? I think this is also Quattro, but like another form. Okay, yeah. I don't know. It reminds me of like a combination of Quattro and Gimmick Puppet of Strings, kind of, right? I don't know. Hold on a second. Gimmick Puppet... Dark Strings, maybe? Oh, wow. Anyways, really cool design. 3 level 9 monsters. Absolutely not how you're summoning this. You're using Argent Chaos Force on this, and then you're summoning that. So the exact opposite stats of its pre-evolution. You can only use all 3 effects once per turn. Okay. If this card is special summon, you can add 1 puppet trap from your deck to your hand. It's not like we have a lot of that, huh? We have like freaking 2 puppet traps in the game, I think. We've got Puppet Parade and the card that you haven't seen yet. So Yeah, not a lot of options. It's unfortunate. You can detach one material from this card, special summon one monster from either grave to your opponent's field in defense. See, if this card was a quick effect, then the Gimmick Puppet would have been insane, competitively speaking, because then you can revive back your Gimmick Puppet Nightmare to your opponent's field, but you can't do that on your opponent's turn. So, yeah, it hurts a lot. It hurts a little bit, just a little bit. If you could actually turn this into a quick effect, oh my. Oh man, oh, it would have been so good. But yeah, now at least you got a win condition against Kashtira, kind of. And you can play around Nibiru, I guess, by giving Gimmick Puppet Nightmare to your opponent's field early. Probably not. It's not. Look, playing around Nibiru is the last of your worries. Anyways, if a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can target one of them, destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. Now I know for a fact that Konami's trolling. They don't want to turn this into an FTK deck. But they also don't want this deck to be like a deck that can also make negates and go first. They want it to be like a pure Gimmick Puppet deck, but they're failing because they keep releasing cards that just don't interrupt the opponent. So you go first and you just don't play the game. Again, it's still a going second deck. And like even the trap card, it's like a trap card, but it's not like an interruption. It's just like you summon a bunch of monsters and that's it. You do nothing. It's so ass. Oh my god. It was so trolly, Bernard. Anyways, let's try to calm down. The next card is a mention of the Underworld dolls. I love this artwork. There's Gimmick Puppy Dreary doll, one of my favorite cards of all time. And also Egghead, but I don't care about his stupid ass. Field spell, you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Hopefully it's a unit hanger. When this card resolves, you can add one Gimmick Puppet monster from your deck to your hand. Konami, I love you so much. I want to marry you. This is great. This is exactly what this deck needs. So now you got an extra 4 starters in your deck. Gimmick Puppet monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay. Also, they are unaffected by your opponent's activated non-Xyz monster effects. What the flying frick? Yes, so you want to Valor me? How about no? You want to Nib me? How about no? You wanna Ash my... Okay, yeah, shit. You can actually Ash the in-hand effect of this because it's not a Gimmick Puppet monster you control. It's in your hand. That is unfortunate. It's the one drawback. No, not this. But yeah, you can also still lose to Imperm. That's also a little frustrating. Yeah, no, it's still insane though. Imagine if your opponent doesn't play a single Xyz monster. How is he outing your things? It's kind of like all of your monsters are Chaos Angels summoned with Light and Darks. If your opponent doesn't have an out dimension of the Underworld dolls, okay, it's easy to out this card. But yeah, your opponent also always has to like take care of this card first and then your board. But it's not like your board does really anything to hurt your opponent, so... but yeah, no, it's just a fantastic card. I'm a fan. Once per turn, you can detach one Xyz material from your monster, then target one Gimmick Puppet monster in your grave, special summon to your opponent's field in defense position. Just to clarify and reiterate the fact that the goal of this deck is to summon monsters to your opponent's field, and then destroy them, and then burn damage. Well, that's not the real goal, but... I mean, it kind of is. It kind of is. Because if you're trying to kill with either Gimmick Puppet of Dark Strings effect... Oh, actually, no, they trolled. Yeah, they made it worse in the TCG. In the anime was like the sum of all the monsters attack that you're destroying. Gimmick Puppet Giant Hunter deals the damage, but yeah, it only destroys one guy. Grinder Golem, it's only for Xyz monsters. So yeah, you're gonna have to... I mean, yeah. Anyways, what am I even saying? The last card is Service Puppet, Normal Chop. Another card that can be searched off of this boy right here. Yeah. You can only use both effects once per turn. It better be broken, otherwise I'm gonna be really angry. Target monsters your opponent controls up to the number of Gimmick Puppet Xyz monsters you control. Take control of them until the end phase. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is quite good. So at least you have one thing that you can do going first. Only one, but still. If you control a Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster, except the turn this card was sent to the grave, you can banish this card from a grave. Then target one Xyz monster in either grave, special summon it to either field in defense. There's no way to like give it a material though, so like you're summoning a monster that just doesn't do shit. Do these monsters actually have an effect when... no. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. What's the card that searches the Puppet Trap again? I think it's the big one, huh? Yeah. Okay, so you know what? Actually, this card is on special summon, not on Xyz summon. But then you're not playing multiple Puppet Traps, like no shot. And also the Gimmick Puppet spell cards, they don't really have... I mean, yeah, they're just like Puppet spells. They're not even like Gimmick Puppet spells. Yeah, just Puppet. So yeah, it would have been nice if you could search like a Puppet spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Even though, again, the Puppet spells are like really bad. There's like Junk Puppet, that's like a monster reborn, like a hard once per turn, and it sucks. Like really bad. And everything else is just like horrendous. Yeah. Condolence Puppet, no, that card also sucks. Everything is bad because everything is old, unfortunately. But yeah, you guys let me know how you feel about the new Gimmick Puppet support. Personally, I think it's actually really nice. This card's fine. I mean, it kind of fixes an issue for the deck because now you can somewhat do something going first. This card is Insanity. The field spell is insane. This card's also good. This card's good. I don't have anything bad to say. This card's pretty good. This card's insane, like completely cracked. It's Exorcister Martha again. Can't go wrong with a monster that summons itself from the hand and anything from the deck. Again, locking you under Puppet only is a little annoying. And then Gimmick by Little Soldiers is barely any better than Scissor Arms, and Scissor Arms is shit. So I am not a big fan of this card. It should have had like an extra good effect. This is just not better. It should have had like an effect to like summon itself from the hand or summon itself back from the grave or something like that. And then the generic cards, I actually don't really like any of them. I don't think any of them will change the game too much. But yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts on all these cards in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.